Welcome to Quavertv. I'm Quavertv. Today we're breaking down a track that doesn't get thrown around in top 5 conversations, but one line in it says more about the art of lyricism than entire albums do. The artist, Pharohe Monch. The track, Simon Says. And the line, I bring drama like you spit on my mama. It's one line, 10 words, but it carries the weight of a warhead. Let's sit in that for a second. I bring drama like you spit on my mama. There's no metaphor, no punchline, no double meaning, just a raw comparison that delivers pure consequence. It's not clever for the sake of clever. It's not dressed up in poetic technique. It's stripped, direct, violent, and totally human. This is what Pharohe Monch does. He knows how to weaponize simplicity. That's what makes him dangerous. While other MCs chase complexity to prove they're technical, Monch proves his power with precision. He could have laced a multisyllabic 5-bar threat, but instead, he gives you the cleanest, clearest declaration of violence in the entire track. And it hits different because it makes you feel something. Not just admiration, alarm. That line reaches through the speaker and grabs you by the collar. It makes your heart thump a little harder. It makes your mind flash with a mental image that's way too real. And that's the genius. Now let's talk context. Simon Says dropped in 1999, Loud Records, a monster beat that sampled Godzilla horns, giant, stomping, theatrical, and Monch rides it with a kind of command that doesn't feel like a performance. It feels like a threat, and not the cartoon kind, the kind that makes you second guess your volume knob. This track is one of the rare moments where underground skill meets mainstream reach. It was raw enough for the streets, but loud enough for clubs. And even though the line in focus isn't the most quoted, that belongs to the infamous get the funk up hook. This line is the heartbeat, because it tells you everything about who Pharohe Monch is. He's not just clever, he's calculated. He's not rapping to entertain you, he's rapping to dominate you. And when he says, I bring drama like you spit on my mama, he's not giving you an image, he's giving you a reaction. It's the kind of line that tells you there's no going back from here. You cross the line. Now something has to burn. It's also a reminder of something most rappers forget, that clarity is a weapon. There's no confusion in this line. No decoding needed. Anyone, anywhere, hears that and knows exactly what's about to happen. And in a genre that loves to flex complexity, Monch flexes intent. No wasted motion. Let's talk about delivery. Because Monch doesn't just write hard, he sounds hard. His voice is layered, textured, heavy. When he says something, it doesn't just fall on your ears, it lands. And that line, it lands with the stomp of a boot. He pauses right before it, spaces it out, gives it weight, and when it hits, it changes the room. There's no bass drop, no build-up, just impact. And this is what separates Pharohe Monch from the average lyricist. It's not about rhyme schemes or syllable counts, it's about intention. This man crafts verses like a soldier loads ammunition. Each bar is placed with purpose. No spray and pray, no empty fire, just carefully aimed pressure. And Simon Says wasn't even his debut. This man came from the group Organized Confusion, where he was already crafting verses that left other rappers shook. But Simon Says, that was the one that cut through the noise. And let's be real, this song wasn't even designed to be political or poetic or deep. It was just meant to be raw. It was meant to make you move and stop moving at the same time. And that's what that one line does. It commands attention, makes you freeze. And makes you wonder if Monch really might be right behind you. Now, years later, the track still bangs, still gets played, still stomps the concrete. But that line, I bring drama like you spit on my mama, it still echoes with menace. Because it's not just about violence, it's about principle, it's about disrespect, it's about something you can't walk back. That's why it cuts so deep. Because every person hearing it knows that exact feeling. The moment someone crosses a line you didn't even know you had. And now you're not choosing violence, you are violence. That's what makes it genius. Not the rhyme, not the beat, not even the flow. It's the feeling. That's what that Pharohe Monch knows how to do. Not just rap, not just write, but make you feel something you weren't ready for. Until next time, try and enjoy the daylight.